The number one anxiety with all electric outboards, any electric vehicle, is range. To get over that, Thrustme Kicker is introducing a market-leading extendable battery to get you on the water longer so you have an awesome weekend. Welcome back to the Rudder. Welcome aboard Antoinette, well, our tender for Antoinette, and we have here the new Thrustme Kicker external battery. You can see what it replicates. It pretty much is the same size as the internal battery, and this is a market leader where it's the only one where you can have the internal and the external batteries connected at once, so you've got all that range ready to go in your hands. So let's have a look how it goes. The other thing with this is the external battery also has a Bluetooth app, so you can connect to it to see just precisely how much charge you've got, and it gives you a bit more information on cycles and a few other things. Let's connect this up. It is super simple. Doing it on the water might not be the best idea, but you've got simple opener there, and this is actually really tight. You've got a Velcro for even more security, but this actually clips in and it goes on the back of your engine. So it spins around there, clips to the front. So one of the biggest advantages with the Thrustme Kicker is weight. You've seen just how we've passed it on and off the boat. You can handle it with one hand. It's 4 kilos. Adding this on only takes it to 6.5. So still an extremely lightweight outboard, and now you've got twice the range. When we tested the range originally on this, in the book it says 2 hours, and that's pretty much what we got on water testing. That's at speed number 2. So same battery size, doubled, again, you've got probably around 4 hours of range with this extendable battery. All right, let's keep on getting it connected. And one of the major differences with this is that you don't have, it's that easy, there we go. You don't have the battery flopping around the bottom of your tender or cables around your feet or potentially getting wet. So it's all connected already like that. We haven't connected the outboard entirely to the tender. I'll just turn this on now, just the long click on the button and the LEDs light up. You can see here's the on off button with the LEDs. I'm just taking this inside so you can really see everything going on here. So you've got the internal battery, that's your thrust for reverse and forward. You can see that the controller is connected, and that's the external battery monitor. And if you happen to, as I said, before, sometimes it's really tricky to see this, and I mean the external battery is on. If you just went inside and took this off, the whole thing stays lit up, but you can't drive in this mode. It's not till you turn the external battery off that the whole thing goes dark. So just again, connecting it all up, there it is. You can drive around like this using the internal battery, and then when you need to, you can turn on the external battery and give you that extra power. Or you can leave the external battery on the whole time. It's really up to you. It'll preferentiate the one with the highest voltage. So it'll start with the internal battery and run off that first. If that gets to under 50%, it will move to the other battery. If you start and stop, whoever's got, if you turn it on and off through your trip throughout the day, it'll swip between the batteries to keep them as even as possible. And that ensures the longest life for both your internal and external battery. So you can see the battery connectors. What you want to do is try and line this internal battery to be the same height. I'm not able to do this because you'll see down here as it connects to the boat through the transom bracket, I can't move this any higher. That's absolutely fine, but your goal is to get this as high as possible so it's away from as much of the water as you possibly can. Set it up with your transom to get the best for your, where the propeller is underneath the boat. If you watch my other video, you can have a look at how I did that. And lastly, and you can hear, there's the app, 100% on the external battery. So you can see a little bit more information there. You've got cycles, you've got voltage, that the capacity is healthy, all ready to go. So you can leave this on or off depending on what you're doing, but to really get an accurate go, you can see it on the app. Let's get this all connected up, we'll get it on the water and show you how easy it is to use. We needed some extra hands for this video. So the puppies are coming on board to help me out, so you might see them through the video. So you can turn the external battery on and off whilst running. It's probably easier just to leave it on so you've got that capacity. So one thing to note is how the batteries sort of cycle through. Whilst we're moving along now, we're just on one click, we'll go a bit faster. Onto 2 clicks. We've still got the same speed, so we're going about 3 knots. We're going into the wind and tide here, so we get the nice sunlight. So that's down to 97. I've been doing some motoring around early today. And you've got the same performance as you always have with the Thrustme, and you can see, hold on, we've got Pippi over there. And of course, you can see the fact that we're making a video whilst on the way on an outboard. You know, electric outboards just so much nicer to the environment and just to your surroundings. If you're cruising around, you know, there's no loud 2-stroke to mess everything up. So as I mentioned before, this is a market-leading innovation, just to have both the batteries attached so you can use them at the same time. You really don't want, especially on a small tender like this, you don't want another battery flopping around with cables and whatnot. So having that the 2 batteries can be used at the same time, as in they don't both go at the same time, but you don't have to connect anything. Once they're connected, it'll automatically flick over to the next battery as soon as it needs to, is market leading and a really great innovation for Thrustme. I hope you enjoyed that quick video of the new Thrustme Kicker external battery and just how useful it is to improve your life on the water and just your range. I mean, having 4 hours of potential time with your outboard, that is a fair amount and can get you quite a few nautical miles. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on the Rudder.